Hola, muy buenos días. So this afternoon we're going to have a look at a tense which is a useful tense. It's set right back in the past time frame. It's called the pluperfect tense, el pluscuamperfecto en español. Bueno, so the function, this tense covers the notion idea of something happening prior or before another time. It's often translated as the had done. So an example, before 8 in the morning I had sent 3 emails, bought a book online and tidied my bedroom. Antes de las 8 de la mañana había enviado 3 correos, comprado un libro por internet y arreglado mi dormitorio. So as you can see, in that case there were 3 actions which had been completed before a certain time. Okay, so let's have a look at how we form this. Well, it's part of a compound tense family. It requires 2 parts or elements that come together to complete the tense. It takes the imperfect form of the verb haber and a past participle. So we've seen that before if we've looked at the perfect tense, this idea of a past part tense and using this verb haber. But remember, this is that special verb haber that only is a supporting verb. It's not a sort of a verb in its own right, and we mustn't get it mixed up with tener. So it's haber, it's used as a supporting verb or an auxiliary with a past participle to make a compound tense. Okay, so there are 2 steps. Step 1, select the appropriate auxiliary from the verb haber. So we'll look at that. Add the past participle of the infinitive verb. So this is haber in the imperfect. So as you can see, it's an ER verb. Again, if you've looked at my work on the imperfect tense, you'll see these endings are quite familiar. Había, habías, había, habíamos, habíais, habían, which matching the subject pronouns I, you, he, she, we, you, they that we're familiar with. Había, habías, había, habíamos, habíais, habían. Okay, so that's the auxiliary part, that's the part that haber, that's our supporting role. Now we've got to find the past participle, but just like the perfect tense. If it's an AR verb, comprar, for example, we're removing the infinitive and we're adding ado. So it becomes comprado, bought. Or if it's an ER verb or IR verb, we take away and we get our root, which will be com and ido, comido, eaten. So that's how we form the past participle. Okay, so now we're going to put the 2 together. Step 1 and step 2, auxiliary from haber, past participle, ado or ido, and let's see what we come up with. Había comprado. Había comprado. I had bought. Auxiliary, había, past participle, comprado. 2 elements fused together. Había comprado. I had bought. Let's have a look at this example. Here's our auxiliary. Here's our past participle. Habíamos comido. We had eaten. Habíamos comido. So there's our auxiliary working from the verb haber in the imperfect tense. We plus past participle comido. Comido. We had eaten. So as you can see, it's got a lot of similarities with the perfect tense. Okay, the pluperfect, so I suppose it would have. So, some examples, often used or combined with antes de, so before, or anteriormente, prior to. Antes de las 8 de la mañana, mi hermana había corrido un maratón. Before 8 o'clock in the morning, my sister had run a marathon. So here's this idea, here's the time, this is the activity, but this was before this time, this activity had taken place. So we're later, we're ahead, we're further on, moving towards the present when we say this. Antes de las 8 de la mañana, mi hermana había corrido un maratón. Okay, so that's the pluperfect tense. It could seem as if it's a little bit complicated, but it's not. It's a very simple tense to use. If you can understand how to use the perfect tense, you can easily understand how to use the pluperfect. We're just swapping the role of haber. Okay, so try and use that tense. It's a good contrast tense. Muy muchas gracias y a la próxima vez.